says I'm live, so I'm wait for a few minutes here. Very bad connection. It says, what do you think I should do? Okay. So,
because people can ask questions and
so
the Etsy shop.
yeah, you need to, you know what, right? I'm always getting confused. About a minute to have people join us. So I'm gonna go ahead and start talking because people can always go back and see what I said. Those of you that have been following us and our trial that has been going on for 8 months, I want to report to you guys that we have success. We have success and we've achieved what we so desired, that we went out looking for justice for our children. Above and foremost, justice, and let their voice be heard. It was finally heard, and our kids are home. As you can hear, the kitchen's still alive with hungry little people. Go ahead. And I'm so happy. Along with, hi there. Thanks for joining me, Nicole. Along with having justice, of course, a lot of spell work was done from the very beginning. When I got started with these ridiculous papers, from the very beginning, I began working for justice. Just justice, right? And I got it. We got it. And God is blessed. All is well now here in this home. But I wanted to share with you guys a lot of the things that I did coming up to the different court dates that we had. I know I've shared with you guys. I shared with y'all the actual mojo bag that I took to court. It had galangal root and calendula flowers in it, and along with other herbs. So you can watch that video. I also want to share with you guys and tell you guys that a lot of times it takes more than one spell to get what you want to achieve. It takes more than 1 month, 1 week, 1 day. It takes more than a year sometimes for some people. It took us 8 months to get justice. That's working it every day, you know, working a spell and letting it take its toll and letting the energy build up to get justice in what we so wanted for our children.
Well, that's very kind of my wife to allow me to be on camera, but I was looking at her as she's working, and that I'm just sending this positive vibes and love to her. Yeah, and that's absolutely right. I was on earlier, and Nicole, yeah, you were there, and brilliant energy here for that. You know, learning and listening to what Belinda has to offer, you know, with this kind of work. But yeah, she is going to get down and underway with the work in a moment. And whatever she's got to offer, we must embrace that and enjoy every moment of what's going on.
So, I wanted to share with you guys, hi there, Lady Witch.
Yeah.
Along with the spell works that I have shared, a lot of them with you guys, I want to share with you all now what I did 7 days leading up to the court date, which was this Monday, the 11th. And we have success. Everything was dropped. Person pulled out, removed everything. So there you go. 7 days leading up. Hi there, Jennifer. Leading up to the court date, I began taking spiritual baths every day, every evening, using the spiritual waters that I have available in my shop. Okay. I also got 7 black candles, 7 black taper candles. All right. 7 of these, and I cleansed them. I cleared them out. On there, I wrote return to sender, or you could write the person's name. I returned to sender and I bit. This is why you want to use a taper candle. You see the bottom part? That's the actual top part, right? So I turned it over and I bit that part off. All right, so then I began burning it from this side down. I added the person's name, or return to sender, starting here down. Name in reverse. So you'd start with the last letter of their last name, and then the last letter of their name, all that, like that, name, birthday, whatever. These are the herbs that I used. This oil, I'm going to put this down now. This oil is also available in my shop. It's an uncrossing oil. This oil can be used if you feel like you have something, a situation, someone that has crossed you, someone has hexed you, you can definitely use this oil. on your candle work and on your person. In other words, you're going to anoint yourself with this oil, okay? At your work, you can also do it. If there's a lot of envy, this oil is awesome for it. This is my uncrossing oil. And it has olive oil. It has vitamin E oil. Reason that it's already been started is because I began recording and it ran out of time. So I decided to go live with this uncrossing oil and uncrossing powder. And I'm going to show you 2 versions of the uncrossing powder that I have available. Okay, this is the uncrossing oil, so let's begin. For this oil, that's my cat. Can you deal with her, Jules? Oh, it's the kittens, actually. They're fighting with each other. Anyways, I blessed my jar. Of course, I smudged it. And I put my intention in my herbs. The herbs that I'm using is agrimony. Agrimony burned alone helps to reverse negativity or uncrossing situations out of your life, okay? But with agrimony, I also added angelica root and horehound. With that, I also added into the bottom of the jar some Himalayan pink salt, okay, with olive oil. With vitamin E oil, I added some vitamin E oil to not let the herbs go rancid and get that funky smell. And the essential I added was the eucalyptus. As we all know, in Hoodoo traditions, eucalyptus oil, and I use it a lot. Even when I have a headache, I'll put eucalyptus and lavender and rub it in my temples. I suffer a lot from migraines, so that's what I use a lot to help me. But eucalyptus oil is used for protection, to remove negativity. So a lot of Hoodoo people sometimes use Vicks. Make a circle around them before they perform any kind of ritual. So that's something that you know now about eucalyptus. So I added a few essentials, so this does smell like eucalyptus. That's the uncrossing oil. Now, for the uncrossing powders, there's 2 kinds. One is a kick-ass uncrossing powder. Kick their ass uncross. So that's going to be the name of it. Kick-ass uncrossing powder. This one over here is just uncrossing powder. And basically, you're going to do the same thing with a candle, but let me show you how to make it first of all. And remember, these will be available in my shop. So we're going to take some agrimony. This is going to be my uncrossing powder. Now, this particular uncrossing powder is going to be something that you're going to use to put on your candle. This particular uncrossing powder, part 1, this one right here, can be used to be sprinkled around your home. The kick-ass one, you're not going to sprinkle around your home. Okay, this one you can. So, along with the agrimony, I'm adding horehound. And you guys know how much I love horehound and mugwort. Those are my 2 favorite. If you don't have horehound, you can use mugwort. I'm also going to add angelica root. Okay, guys? Now remember, it's your intention. It's the energy you put into it. The purpose that I'm doing this is for protection and to protect my family from anyone that has ill intentions against my children, against my husband, or me. All right? This is the powder that you can use to sprinkle around your home or on your candles, which, like I said, you would anoint it. You would take your black candle, rinse it with water or spiritual water. Then you're going to go over your head as if you're doing a cleansing on yourself. All right? Completely over with a black candle. On the bottom of your feet, on your back, especially the bottom of your feet, and the back of your neck. All right? And you're removing all this negativity away, and off of you. You then take your black candle, because remember, this is an uncrossing ritual that we're doing here, or more like a return to sender as well. So then you take your candle, of course, now that you've rinsed it, and you have, rubbed yourself with it, cleansed yourself with it. You will then bite the end of it off. You bite it off. This is why you need a small, thin candle. You're not going to want to do this with one of these. How the hell are you going to bite into that? But the reason I bite into it, because biting it represents a lot. It represents anger, and it represents me biting back. Okay? Like the snake. As you see, I always wear the snake ring. It represents, it's my goddess's, one of my goddesses' representation, which is Hecate, so I always wear my snake ring. And I have a spider ring that my husband gave me, and I love it. This is back to the spell work. We bite the tip. We are then going to write here backwards, starting with the last letter of their last name. first, then the last letter of the first name and a birthday. And you're gonna put uncross, return to sender, send back negative energy, whatever you're gonna put on. Then add your uncrossing oil again to your candle in this concoction, and you light it. Okay, that's a very gentle, soft way to return to sender. Let's say it's somebody that you think it's in your family, you really want to harm them. But let's say it's someone that is just a piece of crap. Okay, so you're still gonna use your uncrossing oil. Let me show you what you're gonna do with the other powders. And this other one I also have available in my shop. So here we have whole peppercorns. Okay, you're gonna crush your peppercorns. This one is this is the one I used. Okay, along with the oil, I used this one right here. So we have our crushed peppercorns already. To this, we add sulfur. Sulfur. And remember your intention. You want to bring this person the exact misery that they have brought you. The exact negative experiences they've brought you. They're going to get it times 3, because that's what I asked for. To that, this is such an easy concoction to make. But if you want me to make it for you, I have it available, and it's not expensive, y'all. So then to that, I added pepper flakes from our pizza pepper shaker or whatever. So here we go. Now, the one thing that you may not be able to get, but you can use graveyard dirt. I'm using graveyard ant dirt, and this shit is real, and it's so good. And I got this around, I don't know, it hadn't started raining yet, and must have been around September or October, and the ants were really crazy. All right, and that's the kick-ass ingredient that I have there. Red ant dirt from the cemetery, and that's it. That's your kick-ass hex powder or whatever. So I'll name this one. This is the kick-ass hexing uncrossing powder, and this other one is going to be just uncrossing powder. If you want it, it's available. Right now I have a limited supply, because I have a limited supply of graveyard ant dirt. I'm sorry, my words are getting confused here. But anyways, what you do with this one, you will not sprinkle around your home. You're going to take your black candle, once again, rinsing it off. You're going to cleanse yourself, removing the negativity like I told you, okay? On the bottom of your feet, on your back. And if you're doing it for someone, let's say there's 3 of you in the house, do 1 candle for each of you, okay? Then you bite. Write their name down backwards. Put the uncrossing oil. Then roll it in the kick-ass uncrossing powder. Or the uncrossing powder. Either one. You are then going to allow it to burn down without turning it off. This is why you got to do it at a time. Like, let's say you do it at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. at night, so that it's done by the time you go to bed. When you place it to burn, you're going to add a ring of salt around it. And that's it. And you're going to do it 7 days in a row. So you need 7 candles. Okay? 7 candles and your powder and your oil. And I guarantee you that you will find success. That you'll return whatever is negative around you and send it back to those that have wished ill things around you. You'll have justice in your life. Also, along with the candles, remember, for 7 days, you'll also have to take your spiritual bath. If you cannot buy my spiritual bath or find a spiritual bath, you can use Florida water as a spiritual bath. You can use sea salt for your spiritual bath. Just do a cleansing on you. And I would say you do it on you, and then you do the candle. So do the bath, come out, do the candle, sweep. And you can find out how to do candle sweep. I believe I have a video on candle sweeping on your person. So that's all I have to say for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you guys visit our Etsy shop, which is www. Oh my God. Where's Michael? Jules, give me that paper from up there. Right there in the pantry. See a white paper? Do you see one or not? Yeah, that one. Give it to me. You know what? I always forget it, so I'm gonna I'm trying to memorize this. So it's www.etsy.com/shop/enchanted bell witch. You can find all these items and more at my shop. So thank you for joining us once again. I'd like to announce our children are home. We have justice. We have success. Thank you for watching. Say bye, Juliet.
Bye.